Well, Pete, what do you think are the most important, or the most important issue or issues facing the district?
I think that all the issues are important. You know, transportation, education. There's an opioid crisis in the city, flooding. So I think I would approach this way. Where I think the opening is, that is where I am going to focus a lot of attention. I'm going to press for issues here, but I would say two things right off the bat. The issue of in the district in Lynn, people need good paying jobs. I think there needs to be more funding for vocational training to try and work people that need, people working 2 or 3 jobs with no health care, you know, into a living wage job, try to match them for the demand for skills around here. And the flooding issue needs to be elevated. The Saugus River, from what I'm told, has come over the top 5 times since the 1970s. 2 have been in the last few months. So there's a problem there. Nahant has been hit really hard. I know that Mayor McGee here has applied and received a Municipal Vulnerability Program grant to start looking at these issues. And I think if I got to the State House, I would make this a big part of what we do. I would talk about this the way we talk about the need for education, transportation. I would make climate change and the problem with rising sea levels and the severity of the storms that we receive now a big part of what we talk about. You know, over in West Lynn, they've been getting flooded for years, but now every thunderstorm it seems like they get flooded. And not only that, it's mixed with sewerage down there. One of the things I've been proud of is being the leading proponent for the CSO project, separating the sewer from the storm drains over in West Lynn. It's a $120 million project that's going to alleviate flooding in West Lynn and remove, if it did flood, there would be no sewerage, but a lot of that storm water will be able to discharge into the ocean, and we'll not only be mitigating flooding in West Lynn, but also eliminating sewerage from going into the ocean. So that's part of them. But there are a lot more places that flood inland now, and you know, we need to do the small things. We probably need a few more people on the catch basins and that sort of thing, but there's a bigger issue here. There's a big issue of rising sea levels, severity of the storms, and I think, you know, some of the money that the cities and towns, the coastal cities and towns receive, Nahant and Lynn, right on the coast, needs to be increased so we can start dealing with this more effectively. We need to start talking about this like we talk about everything else. It's a really big issue that is not going away. So.